I was helped by another guy to find a place or to come here with, but then I think the first place that I got here, I got scammed.
Really?
Yeah, I got scammed. When I landed at the airport, like, called the guy, it's off. It's off. But then, luckily enough, like, I had another guy also. And the guy, I told him that I was gonna arrive around 9 p.m. So the guy that I paid, the guy who scammed me, I told him that I'm gonna arrive around 7. And that was the real time. So I called that guy for 2 hours up until it reaches 9. So then I reached the other time for
The other one.
the other one.
You smart.
So
it worked out in the end, but how much did you scam? Hi everyone, this is EduKnowledge Exchange Podcast, and today in studio we have Lennox Komane, who is an IT student at the Cape Financial University of Technology. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Lovely.
Thanks
so
for
please,
opportunity.
Oh, pleasure. The pleasure is ours.
Okay.
Give us some insight on why you chose to study IT.
Actually, like, I was curious about hacking, like green screen, blue screens, like those kind of codes or those kind of language that I was seeing on the screens whenever, like, you switch on the PC and the PC is not responding well. So, like, I wanted to know more about that, and I was interested in robotics. So IT, it was like
Related
some other
to...
it's one of the options actually.
So you were like, perfect for you.
Yeah.
And do you think that choosing IT was the perfect choice, or would you ever decide to choose another course or program?
Yeah, actually IT, like, I was gonna choose it actually. Even if I was given another chance, I was gonna choose IT because, like, I think there's a light in here. Like,
Really?
Yeah, we are currently in the midst of fourth industrial revolution. So yeah, we're interacting with robots, we're interacting with the AI, Internet of Things, IoT, to name few.
So everybody has to be electronical or think about electronics or IT related, right? Or do you think that it's not as important for everyone?
It's not important actually.
For everyone?
Yeah, it's not important.
In the fourth industrial revolution?
It's not important.
Okay.
It's
Why?
not important because, like, actually, like, okay, when it comes to the robot, let's say the robot is a lecturer now, it's lecturing you, like, but then sometimes, like, you need someone who's gonna, like, accommodate your feelings. It's gonna accommodate how you feel or how you do things. Like, you are used to that human teaching, traditional teaching, you see. So yeah,
you won't get it with the robots.
So you will get it, but then you don't get it the same
also.
way.
Okay. Do you think that if you were in the position to apply to study IT again and you chose IT, right? You just said you would choose IT, but would you choose to study again at CPUT or would you choose another place?
I was gonna choose another place actually. CPUT was never in my mind.
Really?
I didn't even know about CPUT.
Then what made you choose CPUT of all institutions?
Actually, like, I wanted to go to Free State, but then, you know, when you apply at home, they say, like, you can't apply in one province and stuff. So
apparently,
I just told the guy who was helping with apply, just apply anywhere. So
Huh?
I just went with those things at home to show them the papers and stuff, to show them that I did apply. So lucky enough, I was accepted here. And then I was accepted, I think, TUT, VAL, but then the courses there, like, they were not
your type of courses.
Yeah, because, like, I think I just told him, just apply anything that he
Really?
gets there. That's the thing.
Why?
I think my confidence was high.
You knew I'm gonna get in anything.
Yeah.
Did you feel like okay, you said you go to Free State, right?
Yes.
Do you think that you having to just carry the application, that the papers as proof of application, actually was beneficial, showing that your parents, or do you think that in a certain way it's not good that you did that?
Actually, like, with their money because like I was paying. So I had to
Oh.
give them the proof actually that I did apply. But then even if I know that okay, that's not where I'm looking to go to, or that's not the place where like I dream to go to, you see. But then with those papers, like it's like the receipts, like they see because they gave me money to go and apply, you
And
see.
then you also brought results that you
Yeah, I
applied.
applied. I did whatever that they said I must do. It's just that like
Hey, this
you see.
guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said you would prefer Free State of all places.
Yeah.
So what makes Free State so interesting for you?
I think even where the people, the language,
I
the
will come.
town, yeah,
But you can learn the language anywhere in South Africa.
yeah, I can learn because like I think like I'm open to learn every language.
Yeah, but you just prefer to be in Free State. So what makes Free State so nice?
I think Sotho language actually it's a language that like I prefer most.
Okay.
Yeah,
Why don't you just learn Sotho here in Cape Town?
I do learn, but then
You want to live with Sotho people.
yes.
Oh, funny. So give us, some insight on your overall experience from high school and now in
That's-
university.
Okay, actually, like I can say, like in high school, like we're more naive, like we're not exposed to a lot of things, and then like in that time, like you're waiting for a teacher to come and reprimand you or to force you to do something, but then here you have to push yourself. Like, and when you push yourself this side, like it needs more discipline, and like sometimes like whatever that we see on the whatever that we see on the internet or social media about varsity is not whatever that
It's
here.
not the reality.
It's not the reality. Like it's like the beauty of the roses that are covered with the thorns, with the
For
thick
real.
thorns. You see, you don't see.
You don't see anything.
Yeah, you just see the beauty of the roses, but
The
then
beautiful university, especially
see?
when you pass during the street and in the night, and you're like, wow,
wow.
UWC.
But then those thorns, those challenges, you don't see them.
Now enter in UWC and then you see the real challenges.
Yes.
Oh gosh.
That's the thing.
So do you feel like you want your high school prepared you nicely to come to university, or do you feel like they didn't prepare you? There was misconceptions and everything that you had to deal with when you got here.
They did prepare me, like it's just that like you can't prepare someone like to be perfect.
You can never fully prepare somebody, true.
Yes.
So how do you feel that they fell short?
It's just that like most of the time, like whenever I can say what, like motivational speakers, they were not much.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, like people like us who have experience here, like now I can't go to my school and go to speak with the learners there because I have to obtain something so that I can have something tangible to prove that okay, I have something. So I show that okay, yeah, varsity there, then I have a proof that hey, it's not good there. So but then now as I didn't achieve something yet, so I won't have that energy to go there and advise. I can only advise maybe people around me. Yes.
So what are you waiting to achieve so that you can be an influence to your community?
For me, like it's not even academically related actually.
Okay, what is this?
Because like for me, like I didn't believe too much in academics.
Okay.
Yes.
What did you believe in?
I believe in hustling.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, so what kind of hustling are you into?
Actually, when I was upbringing, like I used to believe in like art too much.
Okay.
Believed in art, poems and stuff. I was doing deco, things like that, you see. So that kind of a thing, like I think they were gonna help me actually. Like hustling, like it makes you to be open on the mind. That's the thing. Because I used to work kitchen, car wash there and there, you see, things like that.
So, so you just spoke about hustling now. Can you give us, some insight on what kind of hustling have you already started that is in progress that makes you feel like it's going to support you since you're not feeling so confident educationally or you don't believe in education that much?
Okay, the hustling that now like I'm looking into, I haven't started actually, but then I'm looking into like it's related to academics, it's the language that I have learned. Like I'm willing to like making websites for people and stuff. You see, with the little knowledge that I have now, like I wanna use it. So when it comes to deco, like I can go somewhere, maybe I do deco and stuff. You see, or write something for people because I think I'm more into lyrical when it comes to poets and stuff. When it comes to artists.
Okay, so you don't believe that much in education, right? But you making websites and doing certain things like that is going to come about by you using the knowledge that you've gained from education. So how can you clear that misconception for us? Because now we are just here thinking like this guy, you just learned this creating website from school, I believe. You didn't teach yourself that skill.
Yes.
Yeah, and then you're going to be using it to make money. So a real hustle, do you think a real hustle comes from you obtaining an education, or is it better for you to create a hustle for yourself even without having education?
It's better even if you don't have like education, because like back then I used to dream about businesses. Like businesses were like farming, like poultry farming, where like I deal with chickens that lays eggs and stuff. That was the plan actually in my mind before that one. So but then that one, like I drew the plan. Even now I still have the plan, but then it needs execution now. You see.
So it's waiting for you to execute. And what's stopping
Yes.
you from executing?
Financial.
Finances.
Finance,
But you drew a plan. The plan is there to help you gain financial support. So have you already showed it to anybody who might be interested in supporting you or anything like that?
I just showed my mom, but then I just told her that like I need to get like a place first. But then the place I want it to be mine. I want to use my money actually to buy the place first. So the building and all other stuff, like I can go for investors, like I can go for, you see.
Okay.
Yeah.
I heard that housing or land in Limpopo is quite cheap, right?
Yes.
So do you plan on using the hustle that you gained from your knowledge of IT?
Yeah. It'll be the beginning actually.
So
It'll be the beginning
okay.
because now like I'm into IT, so which means I have to take advantage of what I'm doing now, what I'm currently doing, so
Okay.
that I can reach my goals.
Oh,
You see?
wow.
Yeah.
I see you. Okay. So as we continue to learn and engage, please, the viewers, comment, like, subscribe to our channel. Our goal is to reach 500 subscribers before the end of this year. And by you subscribing, you're helping our goal to come true. And of course, we want to grow the community. And if you think that this podcast is beneficial, share it to people who you think they would help and support. And we want to reach the multitude. So you're helping us and we appreciate it. Stay tuned. Please, give us some insight on how you feel like you've grown through your university experience. And do you think that university has shaped you into the person you've always dreamed of becoming? Or do you think that you still have a lot of work to do on yourself?
When it comes to that question, like it did played some part there, but then there's a little bit of something that they're still lacking actually. But then yeah, I wanted to be an independent person, so like it's always like I'm always learning, and then I'm always like looking forward to get exposure to a lot of things. So varsity, like it's something that like gives me that thing, gives me that
The
freedom, the
space.
chance, the opportunity. Yes.
So you feel like this has already really been an important experience in helping you to grow and navigate yourself.
Yes, because like I think back there at home, like I was not gonna get this kind of an exposure because like where I stay, like it's far from big city and stuff.
Okay.
So you see, yeah.
There you have limited resources, limited
Yes.
exposure, and everything. Okay. When you coming to university, I
Yes.
know you came when you were young, you're vibrant, you're here for the vibes. Did you ever face or experience peer pressure, and how did you deal with peer pressure?
Yeah, it was something which like I never thought that I would fall for it, because like it was kind of a thing like overspending, while not knowing that like some other people they have backups, but then you don't have a backup. So you wanted to fit in, but then you say that okay, By the middle of the month, like, you will be broke.
Empty.
Yes, you see.
Yeah.
So
And
I
you
just,
still have a whole half of the month to go on.
you see, I just reminded myself that, okay, no, man, like,
bad.
I'm used to this kind of a freedom, so why do I have to do this? Like, why do I have to eat these things? Why do I have to wear this and stuff? So, you see, that's how I overcome it.
Hey, so you just have to you just had to give yourself a wake up call and be like,
Yeah.
guy, you cannot be doing this.
Yes.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Hey. So do you think that people deal with peer pressure in a good way, or do you think that even in your own situation you should have dealt with peer pressure in any way that was different but better than how you dealt with it?
Yeah, I think so. Like, some they do deal with it like well, but then some they don't, because like sometimes like you can't deal with the peer pressure around those friends that are like pressurizing you. Like, you have to go, maybe like you have to shift, like to go and locate yourself somewhere, then and try to fix yourself. But then I can't try to fix myself in that
situation.
environment, you see, because like I have that friend. When I need advice, who am I going to ask to?
Those
Or
same
for
friends.
those friends. So then they're gonna tell me the same thing.
The same
that
thing
leads me
that's-
to, you see.
So
So you
true.
have to at least like shift.
Separate yourself a
Yeah.
little. That's true. That's true. How would you advise somebody who's dealing with peer pressure at school or at work? How can they navigate themselves through the peer pressure?
I think those people, they have to acknowledge their values, set goals, like learn to say no. Like, what else can I say? Like, they have to be brave actually.
True.
Yes.
A lot of people don't know how to say no, don't know also how to stand on their words.
And the other thing is like, it's better I get lost with my strategy or my plans rather than, you see, get lost with someone
Other people's plans.
because I will always blame them for those mistakes. But
Whilst you're an adult yourself.
then, you see,
And you're responsible for the
I'm
decisions
responsible.
that you made.
Yeah.
Hey, that's true. We be falling. I think that as young people, we sometimes trap ourselves. We put ourselves in situations where in the end, you're not gonna prosper. Let me say that, or you're
Yes.
not gonna. It's not gonna benefit you
Yeah.
in the long run.
It's not gonna benefit you, but then you're trying to impress.
Impress somebody.
Yes.
And it's very important as a young person to actually realize that this does not align with the person I am or the person I want to be. So you shift yourself away from that because you're saving yourself. And that is the most important thing for your own benefit and for your own mental health and well-being.
Yeah, I think so, because like, if ever like always you can, some they say people are more selfish, but then sometimes like they're doing that thing for themselves.
Yeah,
Like,
that's true.
yeah, it's something which like, if most of the people they can do that, like,
It's gonna be good because you have to choose yourself all the time over people. I'm not saying that we need to be selfish, yes, but choose yourself, choose your mental health, choose your peace, choose your happiness over the happiness of other people because they also choose themselves. You see, yeah, sometimes being a good friend means compromising and sacrifices, but it doesn't mean that you're gonna put yourself on the line for other people also.
even though like the same person that you are sacrificing for, are they going to sacrifice
For you
for you?
also, yo.
Yeah, see?
I know those friends who you test them with small things. I
Yes.
remember when I was in high school, right? I know when we were all in high school, nobody had money to buy a daughter, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but I always had daughter. And this was before we had Wi-Fi on camp on school ground. So I would be that girl who I would hotspot my friends.
Yes.
My parents bought me daughter to communicate.
Yes.
But I will hotspot my friends without thinking twice about it. Then it became to a point, I think I didn't have a phone or something, my phone broke, or I think probably it was probably for like 3 months or something.
Yeah.
Who just give me a friend that has my mother's number or a friend that I can call my mother on.
It was tough.
Yo, oh no, my daughter is so small, it's gonna finish. Oh no, this. Like, Guys, friends, I'm not going to say friends are scam, but to a certain extent, though, you need to choose your friends wisely also, and also choose friends that also benefit you in a certain sense and align with your goals. Their goals must align with your goals so that you're able to help each other grow as individuals. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true actually, because like you can't choose people who doesn't even share like
A vision
a
with
vision
you.
with you. So
You're just wasting your time in that friendship. Eventually, you're going
you
to
see,
realize that. Okay, sir. So, guys, remember, this is EduKnowledge Action Podcast, a place where we enjoy to learn about what our guests have gone through. And lastly, of course, there are those stories of success and victory, which we cannot miss. We have to celebrate them and we have to appreciate them. And that is why we also encourage you to be learned. We encourage you to learn new skills. We encourage you to use everything and every resource that we learn from school to your benefit. Remember, Mr. Komane mentioned that this is the fourth industrial revolution. We cannot be staying back. We are moving with time and we are moving forward. So guys, keep moving forward with us. Don't miss the episode and don't tune out now. Anyways, Mr. Komane, you say that you're from a small town, or are you from a small town or a village?
township.
Okay, so you're from a township. Where is home?
Home is Palaboro Namahale, Limpopo.
Okay. In Limpopo.
Yes.
So home is in Limpopo, right? And you came from like, your home and you moved here to Cape Town. Do you feel like you have the support that you would have wanted or you need? You had it during high school and now in university you still have it, or do you feel like you would have wanted more support that you're not receiving?
I think the support that like it's not changing, like it's constantly like it's from parents.
Really?
Yeah, it's from parents. That one is constant. It's constant.
So they
like,
always check on you, they make sure you're right.
Yeah, it's just that like the way they check me is the same way
That they checked.
Yeah, they checked me the time I was in high school.
Do you think it's good or do you think they can do better?
I think it's good. It's just that like I'm not used to attention too much.
Really? Do you
Yeah.
wish you had more attention or you don't want
no,
attention?
No.
You want your space?
Yeah, I
Why?
need space sometimes. Like no. Like sometimes we don't.
You
we
don't
don't
like being
cope
bogged
well.
down.
Like
Okay.
yeah, with a
So
lot of eyes on you, with a lot of attention. Like
You
yeah.
get shy.
You get shy. You see.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
prefer, when they leave you, then you can freestyle.
Yeah, you can do your things. Then you think. And then you plan. Yeah.
Okay, so being away from home and you coming to Cape Town, how did you navigate yourself, here in Cape Town? Do you have any friends? How was it making friends?
Making friends actually, like it was a little bit easy
Really?
because of like
How?
where I was staying actually in town, like I had someone who's coming from the same place, but then he actually is the same province, but then he was speaking the same language as mine.
So
So
same
like
place, same province, same language.
you see,
Hey, perfect.
perfect.
So you guys mixed.
Yeah. Then we
Oh.
talk, then actually like okay, like we try to show each other but then when time goes on, like you can see that okay, he has his own interest, I have my
Your
own
own
interest.
interest.
So he has to have his own friends, I have to have my
Your
own
own
friends.
But still, you guys
Still we are friends.
meet and
You see?
okay, that's nice.
That's
That
the
is so
thing.
cool. And how was it dealing with the new environment? Did you see anything that you were like, this is shocking? Hey, anything like?
Like actually I can say maybe not shocked, but then, I don't know how I can explain it, because like okay, it's a Western Cape, and then the most city that is it's famous is Cape Town, but then I had like another imagination
Of Cape Town.
of Cape Town. Then when I came here, like I was like, oh man, it's not what I thought it is. You see,
What was your imagination of Cape Town?
you see Jimmy, when you check
Jimmy?
Jimmy, like you can see that, like
Hey, so Cape Town disappointed.
Yeah,
Come on.
disappointed me actually.
Let me tell you
My
the truth about
expectations
Cape
were
Town.
high.
Let me tell you the truth about Cape Town, right? When you see Cape Town,
Yes.
on somebody's phone, on a video, on a vlog, it's the same Cape Town that we look at every day. It just looks different because it's on a phone. That's the truth that I've realized about Cape Town. Like, Cape Town is it's still beautiful. I think it is kind of still beautiful. But it's just that you realize that, hey, there's people we call begies. You know what a begie is? There's dirty places, dirty taxi ranks. I think that all of those things that you like Cape Town. I thought Cape Town was no, but Cape Town now, different story. So it's things that I don't think but I know that Cape Town does really draw quite a picture.
As you mentioned, like, okay, I never thought like I will meet a hobo here.
Really?
Yeah, street kids. I never thought I would meet those kind of people and stuff, you see. So, but then when you get here, like, oh, it's the same everywhere. Like, yeah, people are there. They are there. Those people are hustling. You can see. And it's like, okay, there's nothing special actually. It's just that like the buildings and the maybe economy and stuff. You see.
It's nice.
Yes, it's nice. Yeah.
So, how was it navigating yourself on campus? When you came here, finding a res, did you apply for res, or did you have private accommodation? How was it, navigating through campus and everything?
When it comes to res, I never applied for res actually.
Okay.
I was helped by another guy to find a place or to come here with, but then I think the first place that I got here, I got scammed.
Really?
Yeah, I got scammed. When I landed at the airport, like, called the guy, it's off. But then, luckily enough, like, I had another guy also. And the guy, I told him that I was gonna arrive around 9 p.m. So the guy that I paid, the guy who scammed me, I told him that I'm gonna arrive around 7. And that was the real time. So I called that guy for 2 hours up until it reaches 9. So then I reached the other time for
the other one. You're smart.
So
it worked out in the end. But how much did they scam you?
I think it was 2.5.
Yay! My brother. How did you get scammed? Was it money for deposit or?
Yeah, it was money for deposit actually.
Bruh. Okay, so how was the experience of being scammed? Because you just landed on the airport in Cape Town. And I know that we all have an image of Cape Town, but that is not. It does not include scammers. So how was it, dealing with this guy? Were you frustrated? Ish.
Oh, when it comes to scammers, actually, it was something that like actually distracted me a little bit.
For a while,
because like I was having someone with me there, but then that guy like was trying actually to show me that, bruh, this is life and stuff. But then when you explain it to parents, how they react and stuff, and the fact that you are far from where they are, like they won't react the same way. Even though like you take a little time like to adjust actually, like it's life. Let me just move on. But then parents like they take it so hard.
Yay.
Yeah.
They're thinking like, they just scammed our child. He just got into Cape Town. Is he gonna get robbed? Where is he gonna sleep? All of those things. I know they probably thought a million questions.
You see, but then one thing that I just told myself, I'm not going back.
Really?
I'm not going back.
But 2K, brother, that's a lot of money. And how did you get another money for deposit?
They just sent the deposit.
Your parents?
Yeah.
Your parents guys.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to the parents guys.
Yeah, they can do anything actually for their children.
So viewers, if you are ever in such a situation where you are scammed, whether you are entering or leaving town for res, please comment on your experience and how it was. Alright guys, we need to hunt these scammers down. They're playing with us. They're playing with our parents' money. Mr. Komane, can you enlighten us on how confident you feel like a person needs to be in the IT field so that they succeed?
Okay, when it comes to actually IT field, like you have to adapt easily because like IT landscape is evolving. now and then. So when it comes to confidence, like you have to have confidence so that you can be able to tackle the challenges that you meet or the questions. But then sometimes like you have to be extra vigilant because that confidence can be crushed by a small mistake. You just miss the semicolon.
A semicolon.
Yeah, it gives you a syntax error. So after that,
Semicolon for what, bruh?
like every line that you write, not every line actually, at the end of the line that you write when coding or programming, like you have to have a semicolon to close.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we don't close with the full stop,
stop.
with a semicolon. So you might miss that, and then after that, like you think maybe, hey, there's something, like there's a big error
That
you've made, and then you start there, you start to search, and then then after that, like you even ruin that whole beautiful work.
And the
Then after
mood.
that, like you are no longer going to come back because
Your
like
mood
you'll
is
be like,
changed.
yeah, you're too emotional, like that's why I say like you have to be extra vigilant.
True.
Yeah, with everything, with every line that you write there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, so do you, for college students or university students who are just entering the IT field and you know they need a few like tips
Yes.
from you. So can you tell them, give them tips on how important you feel like it is for you to stay focused on yourself and your values, your integrity, so that you don't lose yourself in the whole experience?
Actually, like you have to trust yourself too much. You have to trust yourself more than anyone, because like if you don't trust yourself, like you're gonna go out of the way. Some they're gonna lead you astray, some they're gonna show you some other things. So you have to have a plan, strategy, like you plan your things. Like if ever you see that okay, your things are not going in your plan, in a way, so like do research. That's why like you can consult a lot of people or people who are in the same field as you, because like if ever I'm asking another person who's doing chemical engineering but then with an IT thing, like is not like familiar with those things.
That's true.
And there's other challenges that
they encounter that you don't encounter.
You see, and there's some other emotions that are being caused by coding or they're being caused by programming. So I'm going to ask someone who's dealing with chemicals.
A completely different environment.
That's unfair. You see? So actually, like use your internet sometimes, use your social media, like well.
Okay, so when you're dealing with IT in general, you're always on the phone or on your device.
Yes.
Do you think it's that important to stay on your device, or sometimes maybe they should shift away a little from the device and focus on something that is more natural, relaxing?
Yeah, you have to, because like if ever you're always there on the PC, on the device, like those gadgets, like it's like you're living in your mind.
For real.
You're living in your mind. So sometimes like you have to
Come back
engage
to
with
reality.
the people. Yeah. Engage, see the nature, animals, anything, like at least like get fresh air, because there like you're
gonna be bombarded with the numbers and letters.
You see,
hey, you're just looking at the hashtags, what numbers, everything looks so confusing. I'm going for real.
You see, you get confused, and sometimes like you don't want to see people because like you're used to those gadgets. But then if ever you make time, okay, to focus on the studies and make time for nature, or you make time for fresh air and stuff, it's gonna be good for you
and beneficial also.
Yes.
For your mental health and your well-being. Wow, Lennox, just listening to you and hearing your whole experience, it is so good that you came and you joined us today. We really appreciate having you. Your experience, I know it's going to be an eye-opener to our audience. People are going to be learning from everything that you said, and they're going to learn from your experience also that it's important to hustle as a young person. It is important, you mentioned that it is important to use everything that we are learning in school and in education so that it benefits you in the outside. So in the outside world. He said he's going to start making people websites. He learned that from IT. You can also learn something from university and school and use it as a means of income or as a way for you to help or improve society in any way. Anyway, even if it means that you're going to be having 3 boxes in front of your house, and it's one is red, one is yellow, and one is green, and people can recycle using that, you can take it to the scrapyard and still get something for it. So that is going to benefit society so much. Thank you for joining us today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Your insight was very important. Thank you to the guests, the audience who were with us throughout the whole episode. If you reach to the end, please comment, say no to scammers, guys. It's important that we get these scammers that are scamming us of the money that our parents work hard for. Guys, remember that when we go to university, we are using resources, and these resources cannot be used for the wrong reasons. It's always important to stay focused on your focus and your goals. Okay, we have many more guests that are lined up for you, and of course you want to stay tuned and watch them so that we are able to learn from their mistakes and we don't have to repeat them also. Stay tuned. See you next week.